Hi, this is textbook chapter 6, question 48. They give you 5 independent and identically distributed exponential random variables with parameter lambda. So you have x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 to be exponential lambda. Okay, so part A is trying to find the probability that the minimum of the 5 is smaller or equal to a, some constant a. So this, if you think about, so you have 5 different random variables. So you need to have the minimum of the 5 to be smaller or equal to a. That means you need to find, so it's because it's the minimum of the 5 to be smaller or equal to something. It might be hard to compute. In this case, it's easier to consider the complement of this, because the smallest to be smaller or equal to a is the complement of the minimum of the 5 to be greater than a. Okay, so the minimum, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minimum. So one of the, say if x2 is the minimum, then you need to find the probability that x2 is the smallest and it is less or equal to a. It is hard. But if you consider the complement, which is saying that if the minimum of them is greater than a, then the complementary event of that will be the minimum of them going to be smaller or equal to a. So from here, because they're independent from each other, the minimum of the x1 to x5 is greater than a. That tells you that all of them needs to be greater or equal to a. So that gives you product I from 1 to 5, and then probability that any of the xi is greater than a. Okay, and then this is 1 minus CDF. So based on the result that you have with the exponential distribution, that will be e to the power of -5 lambda a, and then 1 minus that. All right, so following the same idea, the second part of the question asks you to do the maximum of all of them to be smaller or equal to a. So this is actually simpler than before, because the maximum among the 5 is smaller or equal to a, meaning that all of them needs to be smaller or equal to a. So this just tells you, and then of course because they're independent, you can have the product, and then you need to find each of the xi is smaller or equal to a. And this is CDF evaluated at point A. So based on the results that you have from exponential, this will be what you have, CDF, and then you have 5 multiplied together, so raised to the power of 5. Okay.